Yeah, so I'm back. Had some stuff to deal with, yeah, but should be fine now. We are going to be fine. So from the previous video, should be able to tell give me a second, please. Okay, I need to edit the LinkedIn post so we can see the logs are coming. So what I was saying is, from the previous video, you should be able to set up the sensor, which is Raspberry Pi in this case. So what do we need now is to forward this to Logstash. So let's close this. Let's close that. And let me open my Logstash virtual machine. So let's wait a little bit for it to boot. And let's I want to focus more on the Logstash because I'm more interested in it, and my previous the courses I did, the GCDA from GIAC, are really heavy on enrichment, and you can like watch the free stuff from Justin Henderson, who is the course author of this, and he is really heavy on, he really loves his Logstash and enrichment, which I really became a fan of this enrichment before you hit the seam with the logs. So all the, let's say, maybe not all, but majority of the heavy lifting is done by log aggregator, in this case Logstash. So let's go easy with this for now. Let's go easy. Let's create a new configuration file. Let's call it network security monitoring Suricata conf. Okay, and let's do something simple for our testing purposes. So I want input standard in, and output to standard out. So this is really good for testing because you can basically paste the logs into the console, and it will return them to you basically as an output. So let's do this basic stuff for now. Let's run Logstash with this configuration. Yes, this is the command. And let's play with it a little bit. Okay, so it's starting slowly. What we want to see is this. The standard plugin is now waiting for input. So let's grab something. So let's grab this DNS log. Let's copy it and let's paste it here. So we can see basically what would be the output with our sorry for that. You can see what will be the output from Logstash after after it receives this log, this JSON. Okay, so this is not looking kind of pretty. However, this is JSON. So let's shut down the Logstash. Let's go back to our configuration file. There is a simple way to solve this. We can use codec JSON. So basically we tell Logstash what is going to be the format of the logs it receives. Let's run it one more time. Let's wait a little bit for it to start. This is Java, so it kind of takes some time to start. But once it starts, then it's doing well. Okay, now let's grab the log and let's paste it. And you can see how different is this, how amazing is this actually. Imagine if your sim is accepting JSON, and I assume majority of them should be. Everything is done, right, for you. You can play with the names of those fields to do some normalization or not. It depends on you. Or you can do enrichment, right? At this point, you have logs that are in format that is really good to analyze for human. In ELK, for example, you would be only searching via those keys, right? Those objects. So from this we know that this is, of course, this is DNS event. And this is answer event. So this is response to my A request. And the one that was requesting was this IP. This is the IP of the DNS server. There was no error. This was the domain that was requested. And this is the response. And of course you have the source port and stuff. And this is flow ID, which is also useful, because if I grab this flow ID and look for this inside the log file, then I will see every log that is connected with this one, let's say, connection, request or action, because we have like two DNS requests. One is A, second one is quad A. Then you have the response to quad A and to A, and then you have flow of this client going to this server, to this port via UDP, right? Sending this much bytes and receiving this much, right? This is cool data, to be honest. That's why I like extracting the network data. And I know that I'm kinda a little bit influenced by Sans, and Sans talks about the network extraction lots in the free videos. Just basically follow and watch everything that Justin Henderson do, or John Hubbard from the Sans, and you will get the idea. But I see like lots of cons, lots of pros. I mean lots of pros, not cons, in this approach. Okay, so we have this. So let's now go to my different configuration file, which I have here. I was playing with it before, and let's not focus on this. This is me testing, sending this to some different stuff. This is basically doing a little bit of enrichment, let's say, to the logs. However, all it does, it's using this TLD filter. Actually, you can like check Justin Henderson logs for it. I mean not logs but config files, and I will show you actually. This is really a good idea to split this. Basically what we do here is we split the domain that was requested into different fields. You can see here so lots of stuff I have taken from him, but I kinda had to make some adjustments, maybe not all of them. However, what I want now to do, and you see the link here, right? This is public available, and this is kinda old, so I know this stuff has changed. Basically this stuff has changed. You need to adjust that like I have here. However, I want to do this. So I want this if statement. in my logs, so only everything that is like, we exclude the PTR request and stuff like that. Okay. However, in our case, this is the query type. Yeah, okay. Should be fine. And let's test it. Okay, so this was like the query type. I mean the query, yeah, type query. Let's grab this, which is answer quad A. You see, and yeah, and you can like do some domain stats on those after. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay, lots of stuff happening around my house. Okay, but let's come back to it, right? What it gives you, what is the purpose of it? what I think it is. You are able to do enrichment based on those fields. For example, the length of the domain or subdomain. You could check the the creation date of the domain. For that you need the highest registered domain. You could do some frequency analysis and stuff. That's why it is useful, I think. What I want to do now is to, for now we will be only focusing on the DNS logs, okay? That's why I want to drop everything that is not DNS, but on the logstash level. However, it would be much better to drop it on the Suricata level. However, I need to learn more about the Suricata config. Okay, so if event type is not equal to DNS, drop. Right, so let's save it. Let's restart logstash. Because what we are doing now is only pasting the logs manually. However, we are doing that for testing purposes, right? What we will be doing soon is ingesting everything from this ev.json file. One, two, three. Test. Okay, it's all fine. I wasn't able to hear myself for a second. Sorry, I'm after a long break for streaming and not really doing that great, as you can see. However, I hope this is kinda informative for you. Okay, so now let's grab this. So it went through fine. I know this timestamp is going to be problematic, but let's not be concerned about it today. Let's grab another one. It's fine. Now the response. To be honest, I could also drop the requests, right? Because this doesn't provide you with and in the production environment I would suggest dropping those events, the query one, because in the response, I mean those two, right? Because those are not providing you with any value. In the response you have actually the same stuff plus the response, right? Okay, so this is getting parsed. or extracted. How do you want to tell correctly? And I think I double it. This is fine as well. And let's check the flow. As you remember, it should be dropped now. Yeah. So it appears that it is working fine. This is dropped. Let's grab this one more time. Yeah, cool. Now let's focus on the input. So what we are doing today is to somehow configure file bit, because I haven't done it here yet. Okay, file bit install. Wondering whether there is something different on Raspberry Pi. Okay, or we are not able to do this. I'm googling now to check, because this was my idea, and this idea was good idea, I think. But of course this is like the Raspberry Pi issue. It's not the, let's say, approach and the architecture log pipeline issue, because I think when it comes to the log pipeline, this is pretty good. But I'm trying to Google around. Bits on Raspberry Pi 4. This is what I want. Okay. Bits. maybe we can I see there is some script that is called easy beats. So let's give it a shot. I posted this on on the chat. Oh, I need Git. So let's install Git. Let's clone the repo. Okay, you can see a lot of stuff I have installing here. Okay, and something like this. Let's wait a little bit for it to install, and let's hope that, yeah, bits are built with Go, so this is pretty standard. So I think it will be installing all of them. Or only file bit. File bit and metric bit, I think. Cool, that's promising. Let's see what happens. Worst case scenario, it will break my Raspberry Pi, which is not really a big deal. Cool. Should be more prepared. Sorry about that. That's how I do. Yeah, so this is our config. So let's run through the config file one more time, just for it to see. At this moment we accepting the logs from the standard input, which is from the logs console. We tell it is in the JSON format. Then we do some filtering. We drop everything that is not DNS event, which is the only events I'm interested in at this moment. We ensure that the, let's call it, our enrichment is done only to the event types that are not of those, and the enrichment is related to domains. And that I have from the Justin Henderson those ideas from the public GitHub, and I recommend to checking everything that he did. It's kind of dated, however I'm pretty sure majority of the ideas is still relevant. Basically, watch everything that Justin Henderson do if you are interested in SIEM and detection, like I am. It's lots of free stuff on YouTube from Sans. Lots of stuff. God, let's hope that it's not going to take very long. Crazy. That's not good. And this was how I was playing with forwarding the logs into the curator. So you would use TCP, put the address IP or the host port, for some reason the mode client, and specify the codec. Because it's kinda not hard to parse or let's say extract a JSON in the curator. Man, if you can like send it and something in JSON and the receiving party, let's say, accepts JSON and can interpret it, there is like no better way, to be honest. Cool. You know what? I'm pretty sure I could use rsyslog to send this. Yeah, but I want to do it via the file bit. Big fan of Elastic too. To be honest, in meantime, we could play some red versus blue. Let's see. Yeah, let's install it. It is downloading. Cool. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time. Sorry, guys. Okay, so it's downloaded. So let's play it. Let's play as a blue. Let's random it. Start the game. Yeah, it's... As you can see, it's building. So we are... Guys, now we are waiting for the file bit installation process to be finished. So let's do some thread versus... I mean the blue versus red, right? Apparently there were some updates. So let's do the easy stuff first, which I always do. They kind of split this stuff. This is interesting. Okay, so gateway firewall used to take one. Okay, so I just requested a guy. Okay, that's fine. Oh, they changed it. Cool. Okay, so now we need budget. Because I'm low on money because of that. So we can do the policies and procedures because it doesn't cost. Yeah. Cool. Okay, one guy is ready. USB security. Maybe on this SCADA. Now we have the budget. Okay, segment the network. That's a big one. Harden RDP. Okay. Safe testing methods. Cool. Security monitoring. And now let's do the vulnerability assessment mapping. Yeah, it's cheaper. Encrypt network traffic. Let's install VPN. And log collection analysis. That's so cool. Here. I need the vendor certification now. Two-factor authentication. Let's go. So I don't have the certification yet, so I'm not able to do stuff here. Okay, so I'm taking lots of... Ooh. USB security. Yeah, I'm waiting on some stuff to be finished. Yeah. Let's activate the incident response. Something like that. Gather forensics. Clean the asset. And disconnect. Oh, I didn't read this. Okay, so this is... I'm doing not great. Okay, so it finished. Filebit is installed. Okay, let's finish this one. This round. No patch currently available. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I need budget. I need to enforce strong passwords. Antiviruses. Cool. Patches. So if this is really vulnerable, let's ensure this segment is good. Okay, we are well funded. Security awareness training, this is really good. We need some physical security. Okay. And now vulnerability assessment and change default password here. And here. So I need certification one more time. Strong Wi-Fi. Okay. But what to do with this one? Next level security, cool. Yeah, but what does it mean? Like, is it not operational or what? Compromise asset detected. Where? Is this compromised? Let's activate the incident response. I don't know, let's do it like this. Okay, so it was compromised. Oh no. This is different, you know, different icon. Not used to this one. Gather forensics, clean asset. I guess we are dead. Okay, they changed lots of stuff. Okay, this. Okay, not. So we have more options. Yeah, they got me good. Okay, I will need to learn more about this. However, let's go back to stuff we are all interested in here, which is file beat, right? Yeah. Okay, I need to be a root. Okay, path. Okay, this is not for us. This is also not for us. Okay, this is correct address. But we need to change the config to be something like that. Okay, it's not looking that pretty. Yeah, okay. Pipelines running, okay. Let's start file bit. I can see. Let's go to like something. Let's go to something that is, by the way, lots of stuff. Okay, let's. Yeah, but it's working. So event, right? And only the DNS ones. Okay, so let's go to. I don't know what site. Let's go to. Maybe let's. You know what? Let's connect my phone, or maybe that's not a good idea, to this IP. To Reddit. Okay. Yeah, this is my host requesting different DNS records. Yeah. To make it better, you would also drop the everything that is not answer, I believe. So this is added like this agent, field, and this host field is added. Which is maybe something you would remove in the end. Now we could see how maybe let's finish with this, because we already did lots of stuff, and then we would try to forward this log to different destination and see what happens, how it looks like. And we could drop the agent information and stuff. Agent, host, oh, I don't want this. Maybe this is going to fix Yeah. Let's see the new looks. So we have this agent field. Guess we could also remove lock. So let's do something like this. Drop fields. I don't want agent, I don't want lock for now. Let's go to mail. Host is also ECS. Let's drop this. Input is also not relevant. So let's go with here we also drop host input ECS. Cool. Should be better now, right? No bullshit added by FileBit. Alright, this would be the log. Cool. And of course it adds tag, but whatever. Damn, that's good. So what we have is working network security monitoring via the network extraction with the usage of Raspberry Pi that is running Suricata. Let's see the RAM usage. Cool. Not bad, right? Of course this is like not crazy, because currently I only have one host that is using. And you can see I connected new host. With the dot 109. Let me go to some websites. Oh, starch press. This is like Logstash doing the DNS request to Ubuntu to check for guess updates or something like that, which is interesting. This too canonical. Okay. So this is my other device, and it is actually using other DNS server goes straight to you know what, to Google DNS, and you would not be able to see that if you like collect only DNS from your DNS server, right? So this would be cool to see in your environment what DNS servers your devices are using and whether they are using authorized local DNS server, because in the the corporate environment you would like to have only local DNS servers being authorized to outbound destination port 53, right? You do not want devices in your network to go outbound to 53. yeah, I'm happy with that. You can see. So what we did, to recap all of this, we have Suricata, which is collecting all traffic that it sees from this one access point. It saves it in the JSON format, in the ev.json file. Then we have installed the file bit with this script you can see in the chat, and we forwarded this JSON logs via file bit. And there is some benefits to doing that. It is like file bit to logstash. Apparently it has better buffering and stuff like that, and TLS is easy to set up. Two-way TLS, I think, from what I remember. Yeah, maybe we'll do it in the future. So this is my little lab I wanted to show you. Let's close this stuff. Let's open some website, like maybe go to sans.org. Yeah, see the events. Some errors. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Hopefully it is. Let's see one more time. The RAM message is not that bad. So yeah, it's enough for this amount of logs. Yeah, this is everything from me for now, guys. Kind of chaotic, but hopefully it was informative, and hopefully you see the lots of value in this approach, doing the log stash and like aggregating the logs before you send them to the SIEM. Because of the log aggregator you are able to perform lots of stuff. I know that we weren't doing lots of stuff, and we only kind of, split this domain name into separate values, and we did some length. Yeah, but This is the beginning, right? So thanks for watching. I leave you with this. Hopefully I will be able to stream more often. Yeah, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.